Welcome to Finance with David, and today I'm going to be listing the top 5 one-year certificate of deposit accounts ranked by APY for December 2022. Now, there are a couple of ties, so there's actually going to be more than 5 accounts offered by different financial institutions. And I'm going to be going over the APY, the annual percentage yield, and also the minimum deposit requirements because a couple of these accounts do have those. And many of you already know what certificate of deposit accounts are. But for those that don't know what certificate of deposit accounts are, certificate of deposit accounts are also known as CDs or CODs, and they are financial products that usually pay a fixed interest rate for a set period of time, and it ranges from a few months to several years. You pretty much set which time you want this amount of money to be locked up pretty much, and then depending on that time period, the interest rate will change. Usually the longer you allow the financial institution to hold your money, the higher interest rate you'll get typically. And there are often withdrawal penalties if you withdraw your money earlier than whatever time frame you've selected, because the basis of the certificate deposit account is pretty much just giving the financial institution money, like loaning them this money or whatever, and then they're pretty much paying you for the opportunity to do that for you. So they're going to hold it for you, but they're going to pay you interest as like a thank you pretty much. And sometimes for some accounts, you can actually withdraw that interest and leave the actual principal amount of money in the account and everything. However, some people want to leave, of course, that interest in there so that compounds with the APY and everything. And the national APY on a one-year certificate of deposit account is 1.2%, but this list right here is much higher than that. And this list only includes national banks and national financial institutions, because I know there are local credit unions out there that may have rates around this amount that I'm going to be listing or higher than these on this list right here. But I didn't want to include like random different local credit unions because this video is a national video. It's out for everybody who wants to see it. It's based on United States financial institutions, but whatever town you're in, yeah, you may have a local credit union that may offer a higher rate. So definitely compare these right here on this list with what's in your local area. And maybe you don't want to deal with the local credit union. Maybe you want to deal with the national bank or financial institution. So this is for that right here. I'm not going to be comparing to any local credit unions because I don't know what's offered in whatever city you're in. Hit you right there listening to the video, looking at the video. I don't know what your local credit union is offering, but I do know about the national accounts that I'm talking about here today. So definitely compare. If you're just going to be going by APY, the highest APY, then you may want to do a little bit more further research. And before we jump into that list right here, we got a couple of stipulations just to narrow things down and to make things more structured with this list. The first and main thing is that all of these accounts are FDIC insured. That's definitely something you're going to want when you're putting this much money in an account. You want that money to be secure. If that financial institution goes under, goes bankrupt, something happens, you want to be able to have your money secured and be able to get it out without anything happening to it, without, oh no, we went under, so your money didn't went under with us, or anything like that. So you definitely want the FDIC insurance, and typically it covers up to $250,000. Sometimes more than that, depending on how the financial institution arranges the money. And also the second thing with this list, all of these accounts have no monthly maintenance fee. So there's no fee tacked on for you having this account, no matter how much money you have in this certificate of deposit. And another thing I wanted to mention with all of these accounts is that there is an early withdrawal penalty that ranges. Different accounts and different financial institutions have early withdrawal penalties that change up. It kind of depends on maybe how soon you take it out, how much money you're taking out, and different things like that. So you might want to research that more if that's going to be an issue with you. Typically when people do certificate of deposit amounts, they're putting away money that they don't need for that time frame or everything. So they're not thinking about withdrawing early or anything like that. So that's something I wouldn't really even think about. If I know for sure I want to put $5,000 in a CD account, so I'm going to know that's $5,000 I don't need right now, but I do want to earn some interest on it higher than a savings account. So that's pretty much the mindset of using a certificate of deposit account. You don't want to have it in savings because you don't need to take it out or anything, but you don't want to, just have it sitting in the bank or a checking account getting a low interest rate. You want to earn more of an interest rate on it higher than a savings account, higher than even the higher yield savings accounts. So that's typically what people go to certificate of deposit accounts. And I know there are treasury yields as well that pay more than a CD account, but some people don't want to, basically give their money to the government or to a treasury yield, treasury bond or anything like that. So this is for those people as well that want to deal with a financial institution or a bank instead of treasury yields and everything, because these rates are different for sure. And also there are various initial deposit requirements. Many of these don't have a minimum deposit amount, but some of them do, and I'll let you know about those. So without further ado, let's jump into this list. And coming in tied at number 5, we have Ally Bank. Their one-year certificate of deposit has a 4% APY. Now, Ally Financial was formerly known as GMAC, General Motors Acceptance Corporation, until 2010. GMAC was founded in 1919 by General Motors, and Ally headquarters is in Detroit, Michigan. Coming in also tied at number 5 is the American Express one-year CD at 4% APY. American Express is a multinational corporation that specializes in payment card services. In 1850, American Express was started as an express mail business in Buffalo, New York. Their headquarters is in Manhattan, New York. Coming in tied at number 5 is the Barclays one-year CD at 4% APY. And Barclays traces its origins to the goldsmith banking business, which was established in the city of London in 1690. James Barclay became a partner in the business in 1736. In 1896, 12 banks in London in the English provinces were united as a joint stock bank under the name Barclays and Company. They're headquartered in London, England, United Kingdom. Coming in also tied at number 5 is the Capital One 1-year certificate of deposit at 4% APY. And Capital One was founded in 1994 as a spin-off from Signet Financial, which is now part of Wells Fargo. Capital One headquarters is in McLean, Virginia. Now on to number 4, there is a tie. First up, we have Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Their 1-year certificate of deposit is at 4.15% APY with a $500 minimum deposit required to open. The Goldman Sachs was founded in 1869 in New York, New York, and Goldman Sachs launched the Marcus by Goldman Sachs product in 2016. And also tied at number 4 is the Synchrony 1-year CD at 4.15% APY. Synchrony Financials has roots that go back to 1932 when GE Capital Retail Bank was started. In 2014, GE eventually spun off the portion of its GE Capital business dedicated to retail credit cards and indicated that the new company would be called Synchrony Financial. Their headquarters is in Stamford, Connecticut. Coming in at number 3 have the BMO Harris Bank 1-year certificate of deposit at 4.40% APY. There is a $1,000 minimum deposit required to open this account. In 1882, Norman Waite Harris established N.W. Harris & Company, a Chicago-based municipal bond broker and the forerunner of Harris Bank. Harris Trust and Savings Bank was established in 1907. It merged with Chicago National Bank in 1960 and was restructured as Harris Bank in 1972. Bank of Montreal, later known as BMO Financial Group, acquired Harris in 1984. BMO Harris Bank headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois. Now, the number 2 1-year certificate of deposit is from Bread Financial with a 4.50% APY. There is a minimum deposit of $1,500 to open this account. Bread Financials was formed by a combination of JCPenney's credit card processing unit and the Limited's credit card bank business. Bread Savings is a product of the Community Capital Bank. It was founded in 1996 with the headquarters in Columbus, Ohio. And the highest APY 1-year certificate of deposit on this list is from Popular Direct with a 4.55% APY. There is a $10,000 minimum deposit required to open this account though, so definitely the highest minimum deposit required on this list. Popular Incorporated does business as Banco Popular in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands and is Popular Bank in the mainland United States. It's a financial service conglomerate that has operated in Puerto Rico for over 125 years and in the United States for over 52 years. This bank was founded in Puerto Rico in 1893 and their headquarters is in Hato Rey, San Juan. And that is it with the list of the top 5 1-year certificate of deposit accounts ranked by APY. I'll definitely try to do these videos monthly because these rates do change. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.